Hello! Oh goodness, I can see my internet already doing the little flashy thing. Like, it doesn't like my bandwidth. Alright, we're gonna try to make it work. I know I'm going to have a couple interruptions here and there. We're just gonna power through them. There's been something going on with our internet, so... And I have hair on me. Okay. Hello! Alright, I know we're on a bit of a delay, so I'm gonna just hang tight for a second. And I'm watching myself over there too, so I kind of know what the live is doing. But welcome. Please let me know if you can see and hear me okay. And, oh, now it says my OBS is disconnected. Okay. Okay. My streaming software disconnected, and now... Yeah, it's definitely doing something. Alright, am I on? Alright, it's saying excellent connection now, so we'll just see what happens. I don't see anybody in the chat, which usually I have people letting me know that they can hear me. So I hope that no news is good news. You sound good. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work very well with the internets. But it is saying excellent connection. I have no idea what's happening. But I guess we will move forth and we'll see what happens. So this is going to be kind of a different live. It's going to be a little bit shorter because after this live stream, YouTube should direct you to the premiere of my latest track, my ambient musician friend. So this is basically just kind of a few seconds of interruptions here and there. Yeah, I mean, I hope that it's gonna go okay for the most part, but let me know. Mostly good? Okay. Thank you. So after this live stream, we're going to segue into the ambient music. So instead of doing harp during this meditation is basically going to be to set the groundwork for the any introspection, reflection, contemplation that you want to do while you watch that track. I hope that it works. I've never done a redirect before. It's something that YouTube has added kind of recently, where you can specifically state what link they want, like that it will redirect you to. So once this live stream ends, it should direct you straight to that. If it doesn't, then all you have to do is go on my channel and just click the premiere of Sturgeon Moon, and you'll just go right to there. And that starts at 5:30. So that's the general agenda for this evening. Okay, so we are rounding the month of August, and Scott and I have been starting to do some collaborations on the full moons. And I asked him if he wanted to do one for this August full moon, which is nicknamed the Sturgeon Moon, and he said yes. So we put that together, and now we have this beautiful video coming out. But I thought that I didn't want to premiere it unless I had some sort of preface to it where we can all really get in the zone and we can understand what this moon is all about. August is extra special because there are going to be two moons, and they're both super moons. So on August 1st, we have the full moon for August, the Sturgeon Moon, and then on August 30th, we have a blue super moon. Hey, Scott's here. What's up? I hope New Mexico is less hot than Texas. maybe less hot than here, but I doubt it. It is so hot here, you guys. I feel like it's hot everywhere, but it is so hot here. Oh man. So we're talking about the August full moon. So this is extra special because we have the 2 full moons in the month of August. And full moons in general, spiritually, energetically, it's kind of a good time to shake things up a little bit. So if there isn't anything, if there's something in your life that's not serving you, it's a good time to make some changes and set yourself on a new path. This full moon, the Sturgeon Moon, goes even further than that. And the general idea is to find something that isn't serving you lifestyle. Then this is something that you can try to let go of during this time of year, and you can harness things that are more authentic to you. So that's kind of the energy that we're going to bring about in this meditation. As always, I have my notes. As always, I see that some interruptions are happening, but I hope they're not too bad. And of course, I always like to remind you that donations to this live stream are appreciated, but totally not required. I have my PayPal link in the description box below, and I also have super chats open. Any donation just goes right back into upkeep of this channel, and it really helps me. So I just like to throw that out there. All right. So we're going to get started with the meditation. I'm just checking my notes, make sure that I'm not missing anything. So in this meditation, like I said, we're going to harness energy that is true to us, authentic to us. We're going to let go of anything that's not serving us. And we're also going to find what is working in our lives, and we're going to give that gratitude. We're kind of transitioning. So the month of August, we're going to transition then obviously into September, which is harvest season. But the Sturgeon Moon also is about bounty. It's basically named after the sturgeon fish being very plentiful and anglers being able to get their fish. So if we're thinking about bounty, we also want to appreciate the bounties that we have in our lives. So we're going to do that a little bit as well in the meditation. And hopefully by the end of this, we'll harness some inner peace, some inner stillness. And when we really feel true to ourselves, when we feel like to our track, my track with Scott, but I do have my tingshas, which I'm going to be using at the beginning and the end of the meditation. They just have a very purifying sound, so it will help to cleanse and purify the air energetically. The weather's terrible here. If anybody is having not extremely hot, disgusting weather, please type it in the chat because I want to know where you are. All right, so let's get started just by finding yourself in a comfortable position. And I always say that at the beginning of meditations, but this one in particular doesn't have to be what you would expect from a typical meditation. So if you're used to sitting up straight, if you're used to maybe lying a certain way, let that go and really think about what is comfortable for you, because we are all about just departing a little bit from the norm, the conventional, and we are going to listen to ourselves, and we're going to listen to what we really need and what we really want. Just make sure that it's comfortable for you. Make sure that you can still breathe easy. But if that means sitting a certain way or lying down a certain way, then just be okay with that and just get into whatever posture that is. And I'll give you a couple minutes to settle in. I also hope the background noise isn't too bad. Right when I signed on, our neighbor decided to start blasting music, so I hope my microphone is only directed towards me. And as you settle in, just notice your breath And be okay if your breath is quick or if it's shallow or uneven. Be okay if you're sitting next to somebody and your breath doesn't sound the same as them or as deep as their breath. Just remember, we're meeting ourselves where we're at. We're focusing on true authenticity today. And it's perfectly normal for your breath to not all of a sudden deepen just because you're ready to practice a meditation. Sometimes it takes a little while to catch up to this moment of relaxation. And if you would like to close your eyes, we are going to be doing some visualizations. So if it helps you to visualize, you can close your eyes or just assume a soft gaze, whatever works for you. And keep breathing. Just settling in to the start of your practice. And while you do that, I'm going to strike the tingshas to help purify the air and make space for your practice. And I want you to start by calling to mind something in your life that you feel is no longer serving you. Think about anything that you feel pressured to be or do, something that maybe brings you some tension, or just anything that makes you not quite feel like yourself. The beauty of our life is that we are all individuals, and sometimes we feel like we need to be pigeonholed or cornered into the norm or what people perceive as the norm. But we're going to embrace our individuality today. So just ask yourself, is there something dictated by society that doesn't fit with my life right now? And let that image grow vivid in your mind. Or maybe it's just a feeling. Maybe something inside you just wants to break free. And it might be difficult at first to sit with this feeling or this image because there's cognitive dissonance. You're feeling like you should be one way, but you actually are another way. And that's okay. That's totally normal to feel that little bit of discomfort. So just sit with it, embrace it for what it is, and just know that right now, the very act of calling attention to it is a good start in finding your true self. And keep breathing. And now I want you to gently and thoughtfully let that image go and replace it with something that you desire. And maybe it's not fleshed out yet, but it's just something that's a hazy image in your mind, but some way that you want to be or something that you want to do. And just see if you can call to mind that image or that feeling. Feel that sense of freedom, that sense of being truly you. And see if it conjures up any sensations that are different from a few minutes ago when you thought of what's not serving you. Now this is something that you desire. So maybe you feel a little bit more warmth, or maybe you feel a little sense of relief. And maybe you still feel a little bit of discomfort, and that's okay too, because that's stemming from wanting something that you don't yet have. But this is the start of the journey. So whatever feelings arise, just embrace them. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, clear your mind of any images that surfaced. And now we're going to think of the present moment, something in your life that you do have, preferably something that's bountiful in your life. So think about the love that you might have with your friends and your family, maybe love that you have for yourself. Maybe you're at a place in your life where you feel comfortable financially or health-wise. Or maybe you always have food on the table when you're hungry. Anything that's plentiful, just let that image come to mind. Maybe you've recently made more time for yourself, and that's why you're able to be here practicing with the community tonight. Whatever it is, embrace that and send it gratitude. Breathe in and breathe out, saying to yourself, "Thank you for this bounty in my life." Thank you for this bounty in my life. With those feelings of gratitude still sending you warmth, begin now to think about your month of August. This period of lunar energy, this openness to change. Think about what you desire, that desire that you conjured up a little while ago, or maybe something completely new. Just something that you want entered into your life this next month. And then imagine entering harvest season at the end of summer. What bounties do you welcome at the end of summertime? What do you want to be plentiful in your life? Maybe you want to hold on to the warmth of summertime just a little longer, a little past this final month of summer. Or maybe, like all of us who are braving the heat day after day, maybe we're ready to usher in the cool, crisp air. So maybe we're desiring that fall weather. Whatever it is, just feel that positive energy as you imagine your end of summer bounty. Breathe in. And on your exhale, let your mind clear. And to signify the end of our practice, we're going to purify the air once more, but still keep the energy that you harnessed with you. And with that, take a moment to guide yourself back to your present environment. Open your eyes if they were closed. Now, I invite you to revisit this meditation on the evenings of the full moons this coming month, so August 1st and August 30th, so that way you can continue this progression into finding what you truly desire and embracing the bounties that you have that you would like to hold dear in your life. All right. So thank you for joining me in this practice. I hope that you feel a little bit calmer and a little bit more comforted. And I hope you have a better idea of what this full moon energy can bring as we round into August and over these next few days before the Sturgeon Moon and then the month between the Sturgeon Moon and the Blue Moon. So in a couple minutes, we're going to have the premiere of Sturgeon Moon. Like I said, you should be redirected to it automatically once I end this live stream. But if you're not, then just head to my channel and you'll see the premiere and it says Sturgeon Moon and you can go into it and you can watch it with me and everybody else who decides to join. The chat box will be open on that page as well, but if you don't feel like chatting, that's fine. Just enjoy this feeling of stillness and enjoy the music and the visuals. But if you would like to say anything, either in this chat or the premiere chat, obviously, I'm here to answer any questions or respond to comments. Maybe something that was insightful to you during this meditation and you want to share it, you're more than welcome to. All right, I'm going to end this live stream, so thanks again for joining me, and I will see you over on the premiere page for Sturgeon Moon.